Welcome back to the Extra Point Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 13.
13.
The whole gang is back here today.
Bro, shout out to Odell, number 13.
Okay, we're not starting off the episode.
We have to. It's the only way.
Hey,
Right,
man.
I'm glad to be back, though.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. I'm
so
pumped.
back.
I've missed you, bro.
I missed you.
I've missed the seat. I'm glad that Brunson's back, not being tainted by Tatum.
Did you see when he tried to put it on, the tape ripped off of it, and he had
Yeah,
to
I know.
tape it?
That was
So
not smooth.
unprofessional.
Yeah, it was not smooth at all.
But this is the episode 13. We haven't
Yep.
been together since episode 10. Episode 11 was you and Pastor John.
You're right.
12 was
you and
me
Yonko.
and my boy
Yeah, bro.
Yonko.
Last episode was my birthday episode.
Yeah,
It's been like a month.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it's a lot of time.
Feels like forever.
Lived a lot of life. So you were gone, and you were helping at a youth camp, right?
Yeah, in Charlotte,
Yeah.
hanging out with some friends,
Yeah. I know you had a good time.
living life.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that for you.
Also, during that week, Natalie, this is for you. I tried matcha for the first time.
Oh, like the tea?
Yeah.
Oh, did you like it?
Okay, so I was under the impression for the past 2 years that like I just didn't like it because it looked like booger juice. So I was like, I don't want to drink
That's
it
a fair
because
take.
it looks disgusting.
Yeah, that's a really fair
So I went to a coffee shop in Charlotte with my friends, and I don't know why, but for some reason I was looking at the menu and I was
You
like,
just
I don't
wanted
want
it.
a latte. And if I'm being honest with you, this is gonna sound so stupid.
take. What is it?
Well, first of all, I asked the barista. I tend to do this a lot at coffee shops. I'll ask the barista, hey, like, what is your favorite drink on the menu?
And she like matcha.
And a lot of times they'll say matcha, but I'll just breeze past it. And this time, she was very pretty. So
there it is. I was going to ask. That was my follow-up question.
She was like, I love our matcha. So, I was
so
like,
you
all right,
love
you
the
know what?
matcha.
I've never had it before. Shoot, go for it.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, what kind of milk do you want? And I was like, what kind of milk do you like? she
Just got her
was like, I
order.
put oat milk in it. I was like, okay,
You got
put
the
oat
oat
milk.
milk.
And she put some vanilla sweetener in it. And I drank it. My first sip, I was like, this tastes like milk. And I love milk.
Oh, so you liked it?
So I drank the whole thing.
And
And
you
then
liked
the
it?
next day I went back, got the same order.
Was she there?
No, she wasn't. It was a different person. But I got the
stinks.
same order. And I went back the next day, got the same order. So now I'm a matcha guy.
Did you get it iced or hot?
Iced. It was hot outside. I can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm a matcha guy now.
That's surprising, actually.
Yeah.
I've tried matcha, and I think it's like the texture, because sometimes it's like grainy.
Well, this one wasn't. It was so smooth. And it literally was like green milk.
What even is matcha?
Natalie, what's matcha?
What is that?
Tea, but
See,
in
that's
powder
weird.
powdered
Yeah, I
form?
don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I didn't need to know that. And I probably, but I like it.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I'm a matcha guy now.
What was her name?
Huh?
What was her name?
I forgot.
She could be listening, man.
Well, if you're watching this,
Send some
I'll
matcha.
be back next weekend for some more matcha.
That's awesome.
in
bro.
Charlotte.
I love that. That's funny.
What did you? So the week after that, you
Yeah,
were
yeah. I
on
went
vacation.
Yeah, I went on a family vacation. My wife's family, her parents, her brother, her sister. We all got a beach house in
Yeah, you
Ocean
did.
Isle Beach, North Carolina. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't tell right now, Charles is as
That was fun,
orange
man.
as like the Knicks orange right now.
Okay, well, I'm not orange. Don't put
You're
that on
tan.
me. Tan is different than
You
orange.
look the same color. You're darker than me.
Yeah, I mean, tan
Holy
is different than
crap.
orange. Well, I'm Hispanic like you too, man.
Yeah, but you're more white.
When I'm not in the sun, I am. Yeah,
That's true. But you look good.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, this is what makes me want to move somewhere south, so I can have
like
my
Florida?
natural color. I mean, that'd be nice.
Like Orlando.
It'd be nice living out there.
It would be really
It
nice.
would be nice.
But we're glad to be back here.
Yeah, me
together
too, bro. Pumped to be
finally,
back.
man.
A lot to talk about. It was, yeah, and I love listening to you and Yonko last week. Shout out to Yonk. He did a great job.
Yonko did really good.
Really great job.
People seem to like Yonko.
Devout lover of Larry Bird. Respect it.
Still will never understand Larry Bird over KD. But if you watch later on the episode, he
Yeah,
went back on his take.
He did. I actually noticed.
nobody
that.
talked
I
about
listened
that.
to it, and he was very, very staunch at first. Like, nah, man, Larry Bird. And then as you were debating KD, he was like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. It's more
So
of a
he's got to
nostalgia
stick to his
thing.
guns, you know.
Bro.
He's
But
gotta-
also, Pastor John, the week before that, bro, he was impressive.
Yeah, he knew his stuff.
He did know his stuff, man. And I just love Pastor John as a person. So
Oh, I
just
know.
seeing him up there,
Yeah.
just like in my chair, I was like, that just looks right.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. I was excited to talk to him about
Yeah.
Paul Pierce. And
I'll
all
never
those comparisons.
fall on that AI top 4
Oh, me
all
either.
time.
Me either. But that's.
But I
you can live there.
appreciate him.
Yeah, I respect it. You got to respect it. You know?
Yeah.
you got to respect it.
But
so
we're back.
Yeah, let's get into today's show. But as always, guys, we're two pastors who love Jesus and love sports.
So much.
We believe it's a good thing from a good God for us to enjoy. So that's what we're going to make time to do in its proper place. And so I'll pray for us. We'll get rolling.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do it, man. Well, God, we thank you so much for just for your love for us, God, and for the gift of sports, God. We ask that we can understand that it's a good gift from you. And so as we talk about it and enjoy it, let us do so knowing, God, that, again, it's only because you've graced us with it that we can do so, Father. I pray for anyone listening, God, you know what they need. God, I pray that you would be their daily bread, God, that you would meet them in their places of need, God, that you'd be the lifter of their heads. God, anyone who is just searching and needing to hear from you, God, we just pray that you would do just that, God. Would you make yourself known and lift them up as they listen, God? In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so we're going to follow same format, NBA, NFL, and then we'll get out of here, all right? So kind of a big NBA week, actually.
Really big.
A couple of homecomings, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, pure.
Two homecomings, which is, I like it. It makes me feel like we're living back in the glory days of like 2010.
2013.
Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, those were a good time of life. But we'll start with LA. The Clippers first. And so your Clippers, man, they got Chris Paul and they got Bradley Beal.
Don't say your Clippers.
Okay, well, the Clippers, Chris Paul and Bradley Beal, which I feel like is pretty significant. Do you know Chris Paul? He's 40 years old now. Yeah. I didn't actually realize he was that old. He's 40.
Yeah. LeBron is also 40, right?
12, but he's a 12-time All-Star.
Okay, run it.
And this past season in San Antonio, he averaged 8.8 with 7.5 assists. Yeah. So, like, solid, right?
Good.
Like
backup point guard numbers.
I mean, really 7.5 assists, though. That's
off
like
the bench.
Potentially starting point guard numbers. Like, that's really solid.
Yeah.
But he got a 1 year, $3.5 million deal. So, again, not breaking the bank at all.
No, and I'm
like
pretty
right
sure
above
this is
the
his
minimum.
last year.
Oh, I would think so, especially going back
reports.
to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I would imagine. And so they got CP3 in there.
Love that.
And now they also got Beal. And I remember you were saying he should go to Detroit, but he didn't listen.
He did.
People in Detroit, maybe this is going to be your mistake, okay? You heard it here. You didn't listen. You could have missed out. But now Bradley
the Clippers
Beal
are going to win the championship.
Going to the Clippers, bro. Again, it's a 2-year, $11 million deal. So, again, not really crazy.
Great deal.
And I actually didn't realize this. I looked at his stats last year in Phoenix. He was solid. He averaged 17 a game, which, again, that's not crazy. I know that.
Surrounded by two ball-dominant scorers.
But 17 a game is actually, like, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's
and
really good
when they put him on the bench towards the latter half of the year, he was putting north of 20 or like 19, 20 points off the bench.
Yeah, and so right under 4 assists a game and 3 rebounds a game.
Bro, he still has it. He still got it.
I think, just what are your initial response? So, again, so Paul and Beal now coming. How much of a needle mover is this for the Clips?
I think it's a really big needle mover, and I'm including the John Collins pickup in this as well that we got like a month ago or something like that, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think they've had arguably
great offseason.
One of the best off seasons, quietly one of the best off seasons. I mean, they got CP, Beal, John Collins. They signed Brook Lopez, who is a very serviceable big man off the bench behind Ivica Zubac. They have pieces, and I would say it's probably their best offseason that I've ever been alive for. Obviously, when they had Paul George and Kawhi that offseason, it was really good, but we were more so just like Paul George and Kawhi. Like, that's awesome. Yeah. But now they have just pieces
like an actual
overall,
team.
Like from 1 to 10 man on their roster. Like, they have the best probably 10-man unit, like bench included.
Yeah. I mean, I was seeing some people saying that they got when you just look at their 5 on the bench, the best bench in the league.
Yeah.
You know, because they got Chris Paul, Bogdanovich.
Great shooter.
Batum, great shooter.
Love him.
Derrick Jones, who's
3-and-D wing. Yeah. He could catch lobs.
And then Brook Lopez.
Yes, bro.
So that's like
So, I mean, it's a great lineup. And obviously people are going to go with they are the oldest NBA team probably of all time.
Yeah, I mean, they're
because a lot of it's retirement home over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went from Lob City to Unc City.
And a lot of these guys, man, I mean, Batum is
north
up
of
there.
30.
Lopez is up. I mean,
they're all
of
close
them.
To 40.
All of them are up
Bradley
there.
Beal, CP, Kawhi.
I mean, Collins, is he still in his 20s?
Collins is young. Yeah, he's probably 28, like 28.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And Chris Dunn, the backup point guard, he's in his 30s too?
He's 31.
Wow. And I know Bogdanovich, he's in his 30s.
There. Yeah. Derrick Jones, I think he's like 30 years old.
Oh, wow.
Brooks, 37.
Zubac's in his 20s.
Zubac is, 28.
So they got like 2 guys in there up to 20s.
Yeah, they do. But John Collins, man, he is young, like we just mentioned, and he is quick, and he runs the floor.
Oh, he's going to be a great spacer.
I'm excited to see him and, like, Chris Paul, like that lob threat that Chris Paul had. It's going to be
Leave him with James Harden. Like, he can dish it, too. It's not going to only be just
and I really like it for them. obviously for everything we just mentioned, but also like Chris Paul, I just love his game, and I wish he would have went to the Lakers. I really do. I even at 40 years old, I still think he is not a top PG, but a very, very good point guard to have on your team.
Oh, yeah.
And
man. I mean,
even like for stretches, like we saw in the playoffs last year with James Harden, even sometimes during the regular season, there will be times where James Harden will go into,
James Harden
mode of old, like the slumps that he has.
Yep.
And I think Chris Paul is more than a capable point guard to come in and run an offense.
Absolutely,
whenever James is kind of having those moments where he's just not on. You bring in Chris Paul, bro, and he will run that
He'll
offense.
be able to insert life for sure.
Legit, man.
And even if anything less, too, just the locker room presence. I mean, you got a bunch of
leadership.
Yeah, you got a lot of leadership now. A lot of guys who have
have
tasted championships. Like even getting like a Brook Lopez is big. Just having these guys who know what it takes, right, to go against the big dogs, to see it through and to win.
It's just a professional locker room.
It's a good lineup, man. And so I would imagine the five will be Harden, Beal, Leonard, Collins, and Zubac. What they're rolling with, and that's a
fun lineup.
A scary
man.
five.
It really is, and I think Kawhi all of a sudden is just not going to be injury prone, because I feel this is the best team he's played with.
That'd be great for the league,
probably ever. Like top to bottom wise, this is all of probably.
I mean, his early San Antonio teams were great.
Yeah, but
that was before he.
They
that
were
was
also
when he really
like
was exploding. They were older
Duncan,
too.
older Tony Parker, which is essentially what they are right now.
Yeah.
But I think
definitely better than his Toronto team.
Oh, for sure. Even though they won the chip.
Yeah.
And better than those Paul George teams just because they're well-rounded. And I could see them. I mean, they have arguably top 3 roster in the West.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they're deep. They're
right?
deep.
So, like, Thunder, I think Thunder will still run it with the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
You got to respect either Houston or Denver.
Houston and Denver have to be right there. And then, then I think Clippers. Honestly, I'd put the Clippers in the conversation with Houston and Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's really great.
It's going to be a fun
It's really
season.
great. And so let's stay in LA, though. Moving on. So Marcus Smart.
Oh, gosh.
Buyout with the Wizards. Sign with the Lakers. You got Sam Beal, 2-year, $11 million deal. Now, the thing about Smart, man, he's only played in 54 games over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, he ain't been
since
healthy.
He left Boston. He's had a lot of health issues. But also, remember, in 22, he was the Defense Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he's not that far removed from it. But considering all the moves the Lakers have done, we'll get into comparing LA in a second, but just looking at the Lakers right now. I mean, Smart, I feel like I can understand. Again, he's not expensive. Mm-mm. Like, you're kind of rolling the dice on his health. And if he is majority of the time healthy, you're adding a strong defensive presence.
Yes.
Like, you're not signing this guy for any kind of offensive production, right? You're getting it for solely defense, which is only going to help the Lakers. And so I don't hate the move.
Yeah.
But I also don't think it's...
Exactly. I agree exactly what you just said. I don't hate... It's a move. I don't hate it. It doesn't hurt them at all. If he's healthy, he's going to provide valuable minutes. And, I mean, offensive-wise, I'm a little bit nervous because when he was playing the best ball he was a little bit more like he needed the ball in his hand to kind of work. Yeah. I'm not sure how he can play off ball with Braun, but if he is just going to be like that, his sole purpose is his defense.
Yeah.
I don't hate it at all. Like, I would love him to run that second unit off the bench. Like him with Dalton connect off that bench. And if they get some, obviously they got Jake LaRavia and stuff like that. But the Lakers need a shooter. I mean, so I don't dislike this pickup, but they need a lot more.
Yeah.
To make some noise in the West.
Do you think their bigger need still is offensively, even more than defensively?
Yeah. And even center-wise, man, like, I like DeAndre Ayton, but, like,
he's not going to be a defensive juggernaut.
He's not like a Mark Williams. He's not like a what's the dude from Utah that we were linked to get? What the heck is his name? He was going almost defensive player of the year a couple years ago. Young center from Utah. I can't remember his name right now. Walker Kessler, that's his name. Like that kind of center where like they're really defensive on it and they can catch lobs from Luka. Like DeAndre Ayton can catch lobs, but he's not that level.
Yeah.
So they need a shooter. That's what I'm trying to say. They need a shooter though.
I got you. So now the question is, who's the better LA team?
Oh, the Clippers.
Do you think that's hands down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Non-biased.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know, and I feel like I don't know. Maybe these 2 weeks off have just matured me a little bit. But I gotta call a spade, bro. At some point,
grew you up.
At some point, and I don't know. I might be buying into all this LeBron buying Bleacher Report. So like, I'm not a big fan of Braun right now. So like,
yeah, we could talk.
The Clippers have the better team.
No, I agree too.
Not even a debate.
Non-biasedly, again, I think. When you look at the stars, obviously,
top to bottom,
I still think Luka is the best player in LA. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I mean, I would even say Braun is probably second best. If Kawhi is healthy, maybe that's a debate.
I mean, him and Kawhi I think are close.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely Luka, Kawhi, LeBron, and then from there, the Clippers definitely are more.
Yeah.
They got more of the advantage of. Like, you know, I would take Harden over Reeves. I don't think that's crazy to say.
Yeah, I would take Harden.
I would
over
take what's his face, John Collins over Rui. Like I would take a lot of the Clipper guys.
No, they're better. Top and bottom
like
wise.
over. And
so if they stay healthy, though, that's a big thing for the Clippers because a lot of them are a little bit injury prone. Kawhi,
bro, the whole team is So the whole team's injury
prone. If that's going to be, I don't know how many games they will play together as a unit.
Yeah,
but if they can,
I mean this is
because they took. Bro, I got a question for you. Then, do you think a healthy team, this team, healthy Clippers against a fully healthy Denver team with all the moves they made this offseason, who wins that matchup in a game of 7?
Bro, I think it goes to 7 again.
Yeah,
I really do think it goes to 7
who
again.
Wins it though?
I think you have to give it to the Nuggets until the Clippers prove something.
I mean, the Clippers took Denver to 7 last year.
Yeah, without this
team.
Yeah.
Right? But that was also like they didn't have Cam Johnson, the Nuggets. They had a really good offseason too that I really like. And I mean, I'm not like if I was a gambler, I would look into Denver winning the championship.
Bro, we have no reason but to think Jokic is going to have another MVP caliber season. Gordon's he improved so much over the last year. Like he's gonna not have hamstring injuries anymore. He's gonna come back ready.
Jamal Murray's healthy.
Jamal Murray's gonna be healthy. Their team is gonna be.
Cam Johnson is he's a way better version of Michael Porter Jr.
Cam Johnson's great.
Way better version of Michael Porter Jr.
Great. And so I think there's a lot of pieces that. Yeah, I mean, so again, I think that's kind of how I see the West. Still OKC, you say at the top, that doesn't move.
Yeah.
But in that second, third, and fourth tier right there, man. Like it's
Houston,
Denver, Clippers are all right there. And
Minnesota,
then I feel like
you still got to respect Minnesota.
Yeah, but I don't know what. Yeah. But
Somebody doesn't want to, but
no, it doesn't.
Western Conference Finals back-to-back years.
Yeah, you got to respect it. You got to respect it. But I just don't think. Yeah, and
they didn't really
when we
do
get our
anything this
personal bias.
offseason.
Yeah, I just don't think like they're better than the Nuggets.
I don't think they made any. I can't think of any notable moves they made this offseason at all.
Yeah, they just re-signed guys and
they re-signed Nas Reed, but that was it.
Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Yeah, that's a big loss for them.
It was a big loss, and so, but I think I kind of I see the Wolves and the Lakers kind of in the same camp.
Yeah,
and then those other 3 teams up there, as far as the West shakeup goes, and then other big homecoming, and I feel like every NBA fan just loves this. Like I don't know anyone that's gonna be mad about Dame going back to Portland.
Yeah, you can't.
Going back to Rip City. I mean, this is you gotta love it for him, man.
Dame, go where you're loved. And
yeah, man.
Well,
I mean, 3-year, $42 million. This is interesting. It is generous because again, he's going to be missing the majority of next year.
All of probably next year. Yeah,
he'll come back if they make the bubble. The
bubble.
Bro, they could.
That team in that West is not making the bubble.
Bro, you never know.
No, the West is too loaded.
Bro, Dallas made it last year as the 10th.
Dallas had Anthony Davis.
I'm just saying, anyone can make that 10th spot.
They ain't making.
Anyone can make a push.
$1 million on that.
Don't do that. I'll take you on that deal. Don't do that. But he joins LeBron as the only player with no trade clause, which is good for Dame. Again, like they just respect him. I think they're happy to have him come home. I didn't know this. He's the record leader for points in Portland all time.
He's the best trailblazer of all time.
19,000 most 3-pointers in Portland. 2,300.
Yeah.
Last year averaged right at 25 points a game, 7 assists. And so lineup wise, again, this is like, I'm not trying to argue that they're going to do anything, but at the same time, the roster isn't like garbage. It's not a garbage roster.
Drew.
You got Lillard and Drew.
Sharp.
You got Scoot, Shaden Sharp, Avdija, how do you say his name?
Advia.
Yeah, Advia, Jeremy Grant, Donovan Clingan, your boy Yang.
Yang Hansen.
Yeah, so like I'm just saying they're not like
they're a season away, I would say, but yeah, they do have an interesting roster.
Again, I'd stand on that. I do think they're going to be good enough to be in that like 9-10 seed range in the West.
Yeah,
I really do.
I just think the West is too loaded with San Antonio getting better this offseason. Obviously Clippers, Lakers, Rockets,
and the Kings
Denver.
too. They're going to be in the mix. Maybe they will be in the mix.
I don't know. You think the Kings are going to be in the mix
for that bottom half?
They suck. They have a really bad roster. Is DeRozan still there?
Yeah, they got DeRozan.
Zach LaVine still there?
Yeah,
Sabonis.
They just got.
Okay.
Yeah, they got Sabonis, LaVine, and DeRozan.
Yeah. I'm tripping. But
remember because they became the Sacramento Bulls and got
back to the Trailblazers. I think this was At first, I was very kind of like, why this doesn't really make sense for the Trailblazers. Obviously, it's a homecoming move, and I think they recognize that they made a mistake in even trading him to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I know he didn't want to leave, right? But then it got to the point where that team was just not doing anything for him. So he was kind of like, you leave me with no choice.
Yeah.
And I know he wanted to go to Miami to begin with. He didn't even want to go to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So when they traded him to Milwaukee, that didn't work. And even I think his legacy got a little bit tarnished in Milwaukee. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
Because he went to go ring chase. It didn't work out at all.
And that's the key thing right there is I think this is more of like he's understanding after this injury, he knows he's on the back end of his career.
Like I tried.
He's not trying to win a chip. He just wants to go home, be loved, make money.
He's not going to play majority of next year. His family's still there. His kids are still in Portland.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be able to rest up, be with his family, be with his kids.
Yeah.
Like that's fuel for Damian Lillard specific. I feel like that's what fuels him.
Yeah.
So he'll come back the next season and he still has it. He just averaged 25 and 7.
He'll still ball out.
Yeah,
so
he'll still be a really, really good.
Now, I think my question is if Portland knew they were going to be getting Dame, do you think they would have made that trade for Drew? Who would they give up again? That guard.
Anthony Simons.
Yeah, like, do you think that?
So, yeah, I don't know. I was under the impression that they were going to reroute Drew Holiday. So, the fact that he's still there, I don't know if they plan on moving him still.
No, but because, I think you get Drew because you're trying to contend. Like, Drew is one of those guys that you get to have a piece to help you.
Scoot as well.
Yeah, and so I think that.
But I think Drew, in reality, he only has probably 2 years left.
No,
max.
for sure.
So being that Dame isn't going to play this year, I think that move you make that move regardless because you need somebody to run that offense this year.
Yeah.
Scoot is good, but he hasn't lived up to that hype that when he got drafted. So yeah, I mean, I still think that move for them helps this season. And if you think they're going to make a run in the play-in.
No, I think they could. I mean, I think they could. I'm not trying to say they're going to be Houston last year kind of a thing.
No.
But I think they're going to. I think they're Houston-esque in the sense of, again, they have a lot of raw, untapped talent.
Yeah,
that's all. And so, and
I do like that team. I mean,
and when
you just went down, I love Denny Avdija. He had a really good breakout year for them last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's really good young power forward.
When you looked at how they played, it's not like they were just they didn't have a great record, but they still competed.
They still got Chauncey Billups as their head coach.
Yeah, they had moments where they really were able to compete with good teams during the regular season, and I don't think it's crazy to think that. Again, you just take it's this untapped potential. There's no reason why they can't.
Yeah, it takes some
make the
meltdown
8th, 9th seed.
Some big team. It'll take some injury from one of those big stars in those teams to get them in there, I think. But I love it. And again, I mean, I'm just gonna go back on it. Jan Hansen, I love him. So have you watched him?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, he is amazing.
He's
and
an
the
athlete.
NBA has been marketing him like crazy.
Bro, he's been the star of the summer league.
And I think it's good. And I think the NBA recognized when they had Yao Ming and how successful it was for their partnership with China and foreign marketing.
It was good for the league.
So they have their new Yao Ming. Obviously he's not. Maybe he might be better than Yao Ming. We don't know. But having that foreign Chinese star because the NBA in China is big,
huge.
Yeah. So having that Chinese star in the NBA, I think just helps them, and they recognize it and they are marketing him like crazy.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to summer league then. Shout out to your Hornets, huh?
Stop saying your Hornets.
Well, I can't say that. It's Charlotte.
I'm not okay. That's the only team I'm not root for in Charlotte at all.
I'm gonna call it your Hornets.
No,
we're winning the only thing they'll ever win, the summer league championship,
baby. Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to talk about with summer league though? I know Con Knuppel got MVP.
Con Knuppel, yeah,
he looked pretty well. Yeah, he played really good,
bro. That's really all we got to say.
And anything else? I mean, I watched it a little bit. I'll be honest, I really didn't tune in.
It's just summer league.
Yeah, I didn't tune in a ton. I tuned into the Knicks. They weren't projected to do good. They didn't do good.
Of course not.
They went 1-4.
They don't have a good young roster.
They had some guys that are exciting. They have that 19-year-old. I think Dink Pat. He looks pretty good. And we have this guy named Mo Diawara. Diawara.
Oh wait, is he the dude?
He's the guy that they're saying is Pascal Siakam Jr.
Whoa.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
He's long.
Not good enough. They didn't take him to the chip like Con Knuppel did.
He's long. Yeah. No, this is more developmental, and so. No, I really just paid attention to them, but I didn't really know what else. Who else? Were there any other major standouts?
We talked about Spurs last week with Yanko.
I know Ace Bailey didn't play all the games. I know Flag got pulled out after the second game.
Because he had a really good second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, that's what I'm saying. I think they'll play the first 2-3 games like their top rookies.
And they got to sit them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you want them to.
So was there any like, and again, I don't know how much you really paid attention to, but any player that you would say like they really took a leap? I was like, yo, this team might have something.
Carter Bryant with the Spurs.
Okay.
Yeah,
was that the defensive guy?
Yeah,
I saw clips
They
with him.
drafted 14th overall.
Yeah, he looks serious.
Top 10 pick. He was projected. Yeah, I don't know. He was just one of those defensive wings. I think he's like 6'7", 6'8".
Okay.
Where they like, and the Spurs have an interesting. They have an interesting roster, and I don't know what they're gonna do because with their young guards that they have with Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle, and obviously they have De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Carter Bryant right there with Jeremy Shohan, and then I'll be Wemby, right? And Keldon Johnson. They just have so many players that I don't know who they're going to start.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to like...
They still have Barnes?
I think he's still on that team, I bet, off the bench. But he's probably off the bench. But like, I'm just very intrigued as to how they're going to approach this season. Are they going to deal De'Aaron Fox? Because you know that this is your guy. Like Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, you know this is your future. So it's like, do you want to just kind of speed up the process?
Oh, I hear
like,
you.
do you? I don't know. I mean, it can be beneficial to have him come off the bench and learn from De'Aaron Fox. But like, if you want to just get him going at an NBA pace, like, I feel like you.
So you think dealing Fox would be a good move?
I feel like it would be a great move.
But for what? For them, like for draft capital or trying to get somebody else?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you need, like, I heard an interview they did with Wemby recently where they were like asking him like, are there any top stars that you would love to play with in San Antonio? And he was like, no, like, I love the way our team is built right now, and I want to build this thing up with these guys. And I really think that they have pieces for like 2-3 seasons to be like a championship team. Like, obviously Wemby hasn't even hit his prime yet, which is still crazy to think.
Yeah.
He hasn't even hit his prime yet. Carter Bryant, bro, he is like I wouldn't say Draymond Green level.
But coming
out of college into his rookie season, he's probably better than Draymond.
But so that kind of a player.
But bro, like, he communicates. He can probably guard every position on the floor. He's lengthy, and like he didn't really play great on the offensive side. But if he picks that up too, that's a WW lineup there, bro, with Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper. But you got to deal De'Aaron Fox, I think. I think you got to. What do you think? Like, 'cause I would want to expedite that process.
Yeah, I think that's my question. Is just what the need would be, like probably the return for him. Yeah. But again, if they already have so many young guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a good problem to have.
No, it is a good problem to have.
Yeah,
that's why
like
I would wonder like if there's just I don't know what it would be. Maybe even just more depth guys, more veteran guys in a different position. Just how. But I think that's a good point what you're making with those two young guards. Like sometimes having the veteran can actually hurt their development and things like that.
I think a lot of teams right now could use a De'Aaron Fox on their team.
No doubt, a lot of teams
like
could
the Los Angeles Lakers.
What would they need him for?
Just a guy that can score the ball. Even though Luka is our
I think they need
guard.
another guard. Yeah,
that's true. Maybe not.
But they need another guard.
I don't know. What team do you think could benefit? I think a Milwaukee could benefit from it.
Well, definitely now Milwaukee.
I think Milwaukee would really benefit
from that.
Fox.
They don't really have a guard right now.
No, they don't. It's just Giannis.
Having Giannis and Turner and him, or I even think of you think of like the Pacers with no Hallie for a year.
Yeah, but when Hallie comes back, what are they going to do?
I'm just saying though, you don't think to sign him for a. I don't know what
his contract is. I don't know what his contract is.
I don't know what it is either.
I wish we had somebody here that can help us out.
I know. Where's Yonko?
Nobody's here.
We're all alone.
But, dude, aside from that, and I'll be quick with this, so I know we have to move on. I saw a tweet or a post on Instagram of, like, the Milwaukee roster. Or, excuse me.
Whoa, their roster? What is
Milwaukee
that?
Bucks roster.
Yeah.
And they were like, if you just cover Giannis's face and
I
look
saw
at
that.
the roster.
Terrible.
Oh, my goodness.
I saw that, too.
It is probably the worst roster in
bad.
the league.
It's a bad team.
So bad.
It's a bad team.
Like, that Miles Turner move, obviously, like, it helps them, but they are bad.
They're bad.
And
I don't know what Giannis is gonna do, man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take the Kobe route and stay with them. Even just like having Dame kind of take on the mindset of I'm gonna ring chase, go to Milwaukee when they were a really good team, didn't work. I think Giannis kind of looked at that and kind of, I don't know, looked at it as like wow, this isn't all that it's meant to be. Like going to a new team to ring chase and it doesn't work. Look at the results of that. Like, it's just backlash.
It's a
slander,
gamble. Yeah.
You know? So, like, Giannis has already won a ring. I think, they're not going to make any more moves this season. Maybe not even next year, but I think he thugs it out and stays in Milwaukee. They'll still be a 5th, 6th team.
I was going to say they're not going to be higher than that.
Yeah, no, they're not. They won't be higher than that. But just with Giannis alone, you have to give them that. I don't think
they'll make it out of the first round.
Nah, they can't unless they make a move like De'Aaron Fox.
And even over the last 2 years, even with a better team, they haven't made it out of the first round.
No, it's just injuries that plagued them.
Yeah, they've had a bad go.
Yeah, should have never blown up that team with Drew, Mike Budenholzer, Chris Middleton.
It was a good squad.
Yeah,
Genzo, he was there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But anything else NBA? I don't really got anything.
No, I mean, Devin Booker got the biggest contract. Didn't he get the biggest? He got
a big one. And we were trying to say leave, be free, Book.
He ain't leaving.
No one's listening to us.
They gave that boy a bank.
Big money.
He ain't leaving.
And so I guess what does that mean for? Because now they only got Beal and they don't got KD, so it's just Book show again. Just time for him to
Book and Jalen Green.
Yeah,
them two gonna run the show.
I guess that could be. I don't know. I mean, they won't be.
I could see. I think they can be a sneaky playing team because Dylan Brooks, they got the center from Duke, they got D Book, Jalen Green. Like they don't have a bad roster.
You're right. It's not a bad team.
It's not a bad roster at all.
Yeah.
I think them in Portland. I think they can fight for that playing team.
I mean, the Knicks will win it all anyway, so none of this really matters.
Yeah. Who's their coach again?
New York's taking it. Bro, we got Mike Brown, baby. Bro, I saw a video. Josh Hart was doing what was he doing? I don't know if he was on a podcast or doing something, but his phone started to ring. And he was like, yo, who is M. Brown? Like, who is this? And they're like, it's your coach. He was like, oh, shoot.
No way that's real.
Yeah.
Holy crap, Josh. I love Josh Hart. I wish he never left the Lakers.
Bro, I
miss that Lakers squad so much, bro. That 2017, 2016 Lakers squad with Lonzo, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Ivica Zubac.
You did like that lineup?
Oh, I loved it, bro. And I saw the future. I saw the potential of D'Lo and all that. Because
before they blew it up, it didn't go anywhere.
They didn't give
him
a chance.
Yeah.
They didn't give him a chance. Obviously,
but Randle was cooking.
Yeah, and then that's when they traded Lonzo, Randle, and Josh Hart to the Pelicans.
Yeah, and then they kind of all spread out.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts so bad to look back at that team to see what could have been. LeBron just came and ruined it all. Freaking loser, bro.
I mean, you want to talk about Bron and this whole Bleacher Report thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I don't know. I really don't know anything about it other than I've seen a couple reports.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, conspiracy.
That LeBron owns Bleacher Report. And remember last week, you guys talked about Bleacher Report's top 100 NBA players of all time, and Kobe being disrespected.
Still.
At 12, but now it's like
11.
Whatever it was. But if
Still
it's like
disrespectful.
If LeBron is the one who is leading that, driving that.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy.
It is a conspiracy. But you brought up a good point because I've over the years noticed that him and Kareem have had their beef over the years, and they put Kareem, I think, at 3, didn't they?
No, because it was MJ, Jordan. Was it Kareem?
I think Kareem was.
No, I think it was Magic.
No, I think it was Kareem. Either way, Kareem was like 3 or 4.
Okay, yeah.
So like,
you're saying you wouldn't think Brown
it doesn't really make sense to me, but I will still die on that hill. That is the dumbest list I've ever seen in my life. There's no way Stephen Curry is better than Kobe Bryant. There's nothing that Steph Curry does better than Kobe. Nothing that Stephen Curry does better than Kobe. Kobe has more rings. That's dumb.
Wait, what do you mean nothing Steph does?
Other than shoot.
Okay, I was about to say.
Other than shoot.
Steph does that better than everybody.
He's not. There's nothing that he does better than Kobe.
No, I hear you. I'm not. Yeah.
But we're not gonna go back in that rabbit hole. I'm gonna
we don't have
get pissed off again. Yeah, that was so stupid. So stupid. Hey, what's going on, guys? We are going to take a moment really quick to pause from the video and give y'all what you really came here for.
Stop saying really quick.
Did I say really quick?
Yes. You did it last week, too. I listened, and I was like, come
really
on,
quick
man.
Last week?
I think you did. I say it, too.
Say really quick every time.
Okay, but I'm saying really quick. Not the extra point is going to be really quick. We're just going to pause really quick from the video.
Yeah,
but then that...
Yeah, you're pausing from the
But then that means the extra point's going to be really quick if the pause is quick.
The transition from the extra point from the podcast to the extra point is really quick. But the extra point is not really quick.
But the transition already happened. So now you're just explaining.
Yeah,
we just experienced a really quick transition.
Exactly.
Okay, let's just go. Let's keep this. That's great. This is great. Okay, so we've just experienced a quick transition.
Yes, we did.
And now we're going to do it.
And now Pastor Charles is going to bring us a beautiful, well-rounded word out of where?
Lamentations.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah, Lamentations
lament
3.
of my heart.
And so, no, this is it's a super, it's a very well known. I think it's a really popular passage. But it's Lamentations chapter 3. And for those who don't know Lamentations, we don't know definitively, but it's very, 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 very well thought to be written by Jeremiah, the prophet. And as he's writing this, Jerusalem has been attacked by Babylon, and they are being carried off into exile in Babylon. The city is destroyed. Families are destroyed. It's a very, very, one of the most tragic scenes that we see in the Old Testament, the downfall of it. And so it's in this place of just genuine mourning and heartache and sorrow that Jeremiah writes this. And so I want to start in, well, I'm going to start that far. I'll start right here in verse 22. 121, it says, "Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope." So again, in the midst of all of this pain and persecution and suffering and seeing everything that, all the promises of God that they've been living for, seeing it all crumbling down in this place of panic and confusion, he writes, "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." So again, it's Lamentations 3, 22 and 23. "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." And if you just kind of like proof text this, take it right out, and just put it on a wall. This is one of those like really pretty verses that sounds really good. It's super encouraging. Like, wow, God's love never fails. Every single morning, his mercies are new. It's a really encouraging passage. But again, when you consider the absolute mess and destruction and sorrow going on, it really does help it it gets anchored in a much deeper and real meaning, that even in the worst of worst days, even when it feels as if God has forgotten about you and it feels like God's actually went back on his word, even though he hasn't, but it feels like he's gone back on his word. It feels like God's plans are just crumbling and there's no hope, there is no future. In the midst of that kind of sorrow and confusion and desperation, Jeremiah is stating, and he's standing in truth, declaring that God's love is still great. And because of his great love, no matter what might come our way, we're not going to be consumed, right? Like he's saying, even this absolute terrible situation, it's not going to be the end of our story because God's love for us is so great. And he says his compassions, his mercies, they never fail, right? God is continuing, even when things like this happen, he's still going to be continuing to extend his hand of mercy to us. And every single morning, these mercies are new because he's faithful. And this is one of those, I have a few passages, Justin, that I kind of regularly meditate on just in my time with the Lord. And this is one of those ones that I just kind of recite every morning and meditate on it as I kind of go into my time with the Word. And kind of zooming out a little bit to our world today, you know, as we consider what the original context is, but look at our lives today. And I think that there's a really great encouragement in this, because no matter what we might be going through, whether it is severe heartache or just a normal average week or day, or whatever it might be, there's certain things in this that still remain true today, right? Because of the Lord's great love, we too are not consumed, right?
Yeah.
Because God's love for us is just so freaking strong and so crazy. A love that before we did anything for him, before we did anything to deserve it, like he just loves us for being us. Like because of that kind of a great love, where we aren't consumed, right? Because of that kind of a great love, whatever the chaos we might see around us, it isn't going to be the end of our story, right? Like God is going to see our story through, because that's how much he loves us. We've been now found in Christ. And so it's just a really encouraging thing to know. Like, really, man, it doesn't, and then we get into like, like great is thy faithfulness. Every single morning your mercies are new. Yeah. So now it starts to get real, because now I start to think like, all right, like, man, yesterday, let's say I messed up big, right? Let's say, man, maybe I didn't treat my wife super kind, or I snapped on my kids, or maybe I lied here, or, you know, just places in where I know I've fallen short, and I failed to be the man that God's called me to be. I wake up today, and guess what? Great is his faithfulness. His mercies are still going to be new today. Yeah. He's not going to hold back on me. Yeah. He's not going to be like, yo, Justin, bro, I saw what you did with that matcha, man. Like, I'm not going to give you the full dose of my mercies. No, he's giving you his full compassion and love. That's awesome. Because that's who he is. And so, this is one of those passages, man, that, again, especially considering the situation that Jeremiah and Jerusalem was going through, for us today, it's one of those passages that really remind us that our situations cannot be what we're determining our faith on, what we're determining God's character. Like we can't allow situations, our feelings, even our own sins, the struggles that we go through, me falling short, me messing up, me battling with sins in my heart, like that kind of stuff. That also isn't the end of my story. It's God's love and his character that is. That's what has the final word, and that surpasses anything, right? And so like we both can stand here today and be like, man, great is his faithfulness. We're still here. He's going to see our lives through, man. His plan is going to be on what unfolds, and his mercies are new today. So we can fill up on that.
That's good, man. I mean, I love this so much. And I don't know, I've never thought about this before, but like that specific verse 22 and 23, it seems to just like completely contradict all that had been written up to that point, right? Like, I mean, just the fact that there was a prophet even left to write these words, and it just shows that not every person in Jerusalem had been consumed, right? The fact that there was even a remnant at all was just due to the mercies and the compassions of God. Like even in his wrath, even in God's wrath, he is merciful. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And obviously that's an encouragement for any of us who feel like we're going through just crappy seasons or feel like we're just in the fire and God is just really having his way with us. Even that in itself is mercy, is justified. And we can find hope in that. And we can find hope in obviously the next verse that we can wake up and it is a thank you, Jesus. I don't have to choose between your goodness and your mercy today. Like it's freely given to me already.
100%.
Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to choose between your compassion, your grace, and your mercy. Like all of that is already freely given to me. And I can find hope in that this morning and today. No, man, that's a really, really encouraging verse. And I feel like I don't really read Lamentations often. It's not one that I go back to a lot.
I don't think a lot of people.
I don't remember the last time I've even read Lamentations, to be honest.
Okay.
So like, this was a good reminder, and I mean, obviously that verse in itself, great is your faithfulness, your mercies are new every morning. That one I feel like I've gone back to, but I don't know. I've never fully I've read it before, but like as you were reading, I was looking through the rest of the verse, and I'm just like, he has been to me a bear lying in wait. He has caused the arrows of his quiver to pierce my loins. He has hedged me so that I cannot get out. And then a couple of verses later, through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness.
And then a few verses down, he says, verse 33, he does not willingly bring affliction or grief to anyone. Right. And so it's kind of this, we're getting a little, we're not off topic, but he's kind of helping us better understand just this dynamic and this dance between, right, like to your point, like suffering and judgment and pain and just sin and destruction of the world and God's hand behind it, right? Like the age-old question, the problem of evil, what is God doing? And again, this is getting into a big category of questions, and I don't want to overcomplicate this, but the focal point here is like in the midst of everything we're going through, like truly God's love for us is so great.
Exactly.
And he's going to see his plan through in our lives. And he's going to give us what we need every morning, despite how much we might walk in his will and how much we might fail to walk in his will, right? He's just looking for those hearts that seek him, pursue him, repentful and following him, not taking advantage of his mercy, but
no, of course
just
not.
Humbly knowing like, man, he's just that good that today I can stand fully just confident in my sonship, despite what the enemy might be trying to tell me, and just receive those new mercies. And it's a powerful thing, man. And so I hope it does. I'm glad it encourages me. Hope it encourages you.
Dwell on that. Really.
Just to know, like, take hold of that, man. Because of God's great love, you're still here today. You still God's got something for you. He's gonna be faithful to see it through.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. And so, go get some matcha. Let's move on, bro. It's time for NFL, and this is already, man. I
fantasy football season
over my vacation, bro. I just was like letting myself start to go there. I'm like, I'm just so ready for fantasy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for it.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm starting to really get into my dynasty leagues again.
Let's go, dude. You doing any underdog drafts?
Yeah, I'll start doing some. Not yet.
Do one today.
I would love that.
Let's do one after this.
I would love that.
Yeah.
But let's go through some news real quick, and then we'll get into some rankings. But T.J. Watt finally got his bag. 3-year, $123 million contract, $40 million signing bonus, $108 million guaranteed. So giving him an average salary of $41 million. And so good for him, man. I mean, he's getting paid way more than his brother JJ got. And it kind of sucks for JJ. He's a better player, but
Yeah. Well,
it's just the way the league. Right now, he still is. TJ probably might end better, but JJ is still one of the best, I think, rushers ever. Yeah. Hendrickson is holding out officially. Bengals camp started today, and he's not there. And it's hard, bro, when you have in the division star pass rusher getting the bag. Like, of course you're going to hold out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard not to blame Hendrickson, man.
He's going.
I still don't think they've signed that rookie edge rusher that they have.
Dude, I saw.
You saw the clip of the owner.
Yeah, and even
saying like I don't have to pay him if he's in jail.
Yeah,
it was kind of crazy.
And I can't remember what college he went to, but they're even asked the college coach that because there was thoughts of him going back to play his college season, and the college coach was like, he's not going to be on this team. He's not.
He's kind of screwed himself.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, bro. And I mean, a big one though, like obviously TJ getting the bag is big, and I think who's next to get paid? Micah Parsons hasn't gotten paid yet.
Not yet, but they're flirting with some pretty historic numbers.
Yeah, I mean, if TJ just got that, imagine what Micah's going to get.
He will be the highest defensive player ever. There's no doubt.
And that Jerry Jones is just an idiot. You had the chance to pay him last offseason. You didn't.
I mean,
you
every
waited
year,
so
every
long.
year
he
you
does
wait.
This with all his dudes.
Yeah, but this happens. This is just the world of the NFL, of any sport.
I know. You mean you
Every
could have
year
saved about
you wait.
15 mil though if you signed him last
Every year you
offseason.
wait, the ceiling just gets higher.
Yeah.
It resets every single year.
Even now, if you pay him now, you're gonna save instead of waiting.
Next year it'll be even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a big one though that I want to talk about is Terry McLaurin.
So he's still
has not signed a contract extension.
Didn't I try to tell you?
And he's holding out now.
Didn't I try to tell you that? What was it, a month ago?
Yeah.
Although I did see reports come out, was it Sunday night, that there is a deal in place. They've yet to actually agree on it. Yeah. But I did see that's kind of the news.
If you're Washington, if you're Washington, what are you doing?
Bro, you've got to secure Terry.
This is your guy.
Like, don't even think he has been so
loyal
and consistent.
Yes,
what for the last 6 years?
Yeah,
like with garbage quarterbacks, putting up numbers.
And you finally get a good quarterback.
Yeah, what do they? I don't understand.
Make it to the NFC Championship.
Now, unless Terry is being kind of hard to work with, and maybe he is demanding. But I've seen top tier numbers. I don't know the details of it.
I've seen interviews with him, and he has been like, "I want to be here. This is my life. I love this
I just want to be paid accordingly."
Exactly. Yeah. And that's not wrong of him to do so.
See, bro, it kind of reminds me of, again, I don't want to think about it, but just the Giants' treatment of Saquon kind of thing. Yeah. Where it's just, I just don't get it. Like, as a front office, what are we doing trying to, and I get, again, it's a business. It's like, of course, you're always trying to save money. I get it. Mm-hmm. But you can't disregard things like, to your point, loyalty and consistency are so big. Yeah. Especially in professional sports. Like, you pay for that.
You do.
You give it a little extra.
You don't let these people leave.
No, you don't.
You can't let these people leave.
You don't.
Bro.
And so we'll see. Again, I think I will go and say I think he'll end up getting signed. I'm sure this week it'll come out.
Yeah, I really.
With training camp.
If they don't have Terry on that team.
It hurts, bro. Debo cannot carry.
He can't.
He cannot carry that.
He can't.
Yeah, he cannot. They need Terry for sure. But we'll see what happens. I think he'll get signed. You saw this. This was kind of cool. Rivers officially retired with the Chargers this past week.
I did see that. I saw the post they made for him. I didn't even know I didn't hear about it until they made the post.
Yeah, because I don't think he ever actually officially retired. He just wasn't on a team for the last year.
What was his last team? Indianapolis?
Yeah, the Colts.
And he brought them to the playoffs, didn't he?
2 years ago. Remember, it was like him. Wasn't that with him and Matt Ryan came on too? What was all that? It was just like all of the OGs coming together.
Carson Wentz was on there for a bit.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan. Yeah, that's weird. I don't not remember his last year.
Yeah, but it was with he did bring the Colts to the playoffs, I think. I think a wild card.
Something that Anthony Richardson couldn't do. Or Daniel Jones can't.
Daniel Jones will do it this year. You wait. I'm telling you, bro. He's going to have a great year, and I'm going to hate it. That's just what happens. It's just what happens. Everyone that leaves the Giants, man, they do great. So it's just what happens. Green Bay offensive tackle, Zach Tom, he got an $88 million extension.
Cool.
It's the largest signing bonus, $30 million for an offensive lineman ever.
Zach who?
Zach Tom.
I don't even know who he is.
He must be
good. I feel like I do know ball with offensive linemen. I've never heard of this dude in my life.
Well, he's the biggest signing bonus ever for an offensive lineman.
Quentin Nelson will break that.
Yeah, he will. He will. And then the other big news is just the suspensions, man, that are coming for Rashee Rice and Jordan Addison.
Shout out.
And so this definitely gets into the fantasy talk, right? Because you got to consider. Now, we don't know. Since they announced it all this week, suspensions should be coming before we get to draft season. Like, it should be here in the next 3 or so weeks. And I've heard the projection is Rashee should have about a 2 to 4 game suspension.
Wow.
And Addison will be like a 1 to 2 game is what I'm hearing.
Wow.
Now,
That's generous.
with Rashee's injury, I'm not sure how that works. Like, if he has to like start on the PUP and then gets a suspension on top of that, or if they're able to keep him on the active roster. You hear what I'm saying?
And serve his suspension at the beginning of the year,
even though he's hurt.
injured.
Correct. I don't know if there's like rules about that or not.
That doesn't seem legal to me.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But again, if you're a team, you're trying to work the system. You know, you're right.
Just cramped.
It's to happen, man.
Oh gosh. No, I don't know how that works, but
because how his injury. Remember what happened? Mahomes like accidentally took him out.
Yeah, because he threw a crazy pass and Rashee tried to catch it. I hate that.
When was that last season?
Week 5, week 6.
So it was pretty early.
Yeah, because he started off the year really hot.
Yeah. So he could be back within the first month or so of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember.
But he's not going to be back because
with their suspension. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, man. And his thing is interesting. So it's the Dallas County. He has to pay a lot of money to the victims from the car crash.
Yeah.
But then he also, again, it's a 5-year deferred probation and then 30 days in jail time over the next 5 years, which is.
I don't know how that works either.
I think it is like he has to go there for
consecutively 30 days.
Yeah, I would imagine.
You can't divide the jail time.
That'd be kind of silly.
Yeah,
to go once a month for 30 months. No.
But the man, that is. I mean, he better be thanking God right now that he didn't get more than that, bro.
That's real.
Because obviously God was in that, and nobody ended up dying, which is a miracle in itself.
Yeah, but still to bring those kind of injuries to people.
Yeah. So like that could have been way worse for him.
100%.
Way worse for him. They let him off the easy end there.
Yeah, and like I said for Addison, so he pleaded guilty to some charges.
What was it again?
It's called wet reckless. Never heard of that. But he's wet reckless, and so he's on probation for 12 months. He has to pay a big fine, and it's DUI related charges.
Yes.
And so that one again, fantasy wise, like that wouldn't scare me too much. Again, they're saying it's only supposed to be 1 to 2 games.
Yes.
And so that's not really nothing too big. But Rashee's with injury and 2 to 4 games, like I'm in the camp where I'm just like, whenever a player gets that kind of a label, I'm just staying away from him. Like I'm not gonna. There's other players in that same tier that you could just get. Like it's just not worth that.
And even with like the rise of Xavier Worthy towards the end of last year, and if you want to count the playoffs and the Super Bowl, like if he is going as projected as he is, because he was a first-round pick last year. So if he is going to kind of see more action as he was seeing the latter half of the year, like even with Rashee coming back, like it's not going to be the same as the beginning of last year.
Yeah, correct. I agree. That's true. Like the only caveat to that is like Worthy isn't that same kind of possession, move the sticks receiver like Rashee is.
No, for sure.
But they're going to have to.
They're going to give him the ball in different ways.
They have to, and they've already adjusted their system a little bit last year with Rashee going out. So with him staying out, it's going to be the same.
Yeah, and there's healthier options now. Like Hollywood's healthy.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kelsey's still there. So I mean, I'm still intrigued in Rashee, but I'm not as intrigued.
It's all about just
seeing.
It's all about where his price is going to land.
After seeing what Xavier Worthy did in the latter half of the year.
Yeah. Like, if we're in a draft, would you take Worthy over Rashee?
It depends on where it's at, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just say we're 4th, 5th round.
Yes.
You would take Worthy over him?
No.
You take Rashee over him?
I don't know, actually.
I think this is a question that all of us are going to have to answer.
That's a good question.
Come draft season is why I'm asking.
If it's a 4-5 turn, I probably would take Rashee, to be honest.
You would?
I probably would take Rashee.
I mean, I do agree. Again, if he returns to form, he's going to be a gem come the stretch at the end of the year in playoffs. I'd much rather. You look at last year, like I'd rather have Rashee than Worthy, because Worthy is the classic boomer bust kind of player. And
Rashee is definitely the possession go get it guy that Patrick can rely on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We saw that in the beginning of last year. To your point, like Kelsey just. Because that was Kelsey for so long. He was the possession, move the sticks guy. But Rashee really last year, I'll never forget, remember week 1 against the Ravens, he really just came alive. And those first few weeks, he was getting, 6, 7, 8 catches a game. He was just moving the sticks.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, this guy is And that kind of production,
Mm-hmm.
if you can get that, in the 4th or 5th, you gotta.
Yeah, you can't pass up on that.
It's just that stuff scares me, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, let's keep moving on. Some more NFL stuff. So on ESPN, they've been releasing these top 10 lists. I think all of them are out now, but they're getting coaches and execs and scouts, and they're all ranking. They do this every year, every summer, the top 10 players at every position.
Yeah.
I know you guys talked about quarterbacks last week.
Mm-hmm.
I do think you still put a little too much disrespect on Matt Stafford. I'm always going to fight for him. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to fight for him.
That's weird.
You guys disrespect him, man.
It's weird.
I did love the hate on Jaden Daniels. I stand with you on that. And I do agree, Jared Goff, there's just something about him that's hard to think he's a top 10 quarterback. I agree. I don't know what it is.
You can't.
He just has that
He's benefited
something.
from a really good system and offense.
Yeah. But I think it was Yonko that if you take any of those top 5 quarterbacks and put them where Goff is, they'd be winning the ship every single year. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
there's
true.
just something about. I think it's just his ceiling. He's just. Yeah, we
He's
don't
not a
need to
bad
get into
quarterback. He's just not top 10.
No, he's not.
Top 15.
So this week, anyway, we're gonna kind of focus on some wide receivers now for this latter portion of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And so, top 10 receivers in the league. You want to take a guess at number 1?
Top 10?
Yep.
Number 1, Justin Jefferson.
Nope.
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Okay.
How can you say? Of course, it's gonna be Jamar after the year he had.
Well, he's not a better receiver than Justin Jefferson build wise. Like if you're drafting a team, every wide receiver is available. You're taking Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but this so according to coaches, scouts, execs going into this year ranking the top 10
because
receivers.
he's gonna have Jamar, or he's gonna have Joe Burrow throwing him the ball. So yeah, I would take Jamar.
Okay. Yeah.
Jamar and then Justin Jefferson number 2.
Yeah. Who do you think's number 3?
Huh?
Who do you think's number 3?
Why am I blanking right now? Not Amon-Ra. Not Devontae. Not Tyreek.
It is Tyreek.
Tyreek is number 3?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
some serious. So I think the majority of people would think it's Chase, Jefferson, CD,
CD, that's what I was forgetting.
but for some reason,
Tyreek is CD 4?
yeah.
Okay.
So to me, that's some major disrespect to CD Lamb.
Disrespect and also respect to Tyreek.
Yeah, I think it shows like league wise.
They
You
still,
talk about I think there's just a lot of respect for
he still has it.
what he can
Okay.
do, which is
I
cool.
like
I
that.
mean, yeah.
I'm
And
drafting
then
him at that 1-2 turn.
yeah, he'll be there probably. Number 5, you see AJ Brown, which
Okay.
hard to argue with. Amon
Yeah.
Ra, number 6.
Yeah.
My guy
Nico?
Malik,
Oh, Malik.
number
Okay.
7. Nico's number 8.
Okay.
And then Mike at number 9, which I love the respect for Mike.
Yeah.
And then Garrett Wilson at 10, which
That's good. He's a really good receiver. Just doesn't have a good quarterback.
that's exactly. It's nothing
Yeah.
against him. It's just he got an extension, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think him and Sauce both got extensions.
Wow.
But
Tyreek at 3.
yeah. So anyway, I guess the question is anyone in this list that we think is like they don't belong or out of order.
Well,
Again, I would argue CD should be 3.
Yeah, I would. I would argue. I mean, I do like Malik, but like, how is Puka not on that list?
Yeah, Puka's not on the list.
That's very interesting to me. Devontae Adams, I still think is a top 10 receiver in this league.
That's you okay?
I still take him above Garrett Wilson.
I would too.
You know?
I'm with you on that. I would take Puka above both of them.
Yeah, I would take Puka above both.
Like,
of them
I would
as
think
well.
Puka should be for sure in the top 10. I love Malik being at number 7 because he's my guy, obviously, and I would think because he had I think the second most targets in the league last year, and so I think this is just going off of no one's going to question he has the talent to be the best receiver in the league, right? Like
not the quarterback.
And so I think when you look at that, I can understand him being in the top 10.
Yeah.
Nico, same thing, all the talent, just the hamstring injury bug, and so I think it's fine to keep him in there. I think you got to have Mike in there, just because again like every year, bro, he comes out.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his 1,000.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him still a top 10 receiver, though.
I think it does in the sense of he's just proven to be. He's going to consistently show up.
But
And
just
he's
because you get
Baker.
1,000 doesn't mean you're a top 10 receiver.
No, I'm not saying that's what makes it. I'm just saying the
Career-wise,
longevity, the touchdowns.
But at this 2025 season, going into the season, I would still take
What, Devontae?
Devontae over him. I would still take, obviously, Puka over him.
Yeah.
I would take who else are we missing right now? I'm trying to think of the top teams.
There's Brian Thomas. There's Drake London.
There's a chance that I would take Brian Thomas over him. If we're putting Malik in the top 10, Like
Yeah, no,
Brian Thomas had a really good year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm a little surprised that, again, I think it's just because Malik is more of like the freak athlete.
Yeah.
That kind of like your thing with JJ and Chase. I think it's that kind of a thing where I think Brian Thomas can have that kind of production, but
Interesting.
yeah, well, maybe they know something we don't. Maybe Tyreek's back. He's gonna be.
I've been saying that, bro. I mean,
maybe
we had
he'll
that
be
debate a couple episodes ago about the top 10 receivers, and I didn't put Tyreek at 3, but I still think he is top 10 for sure.
Yeah, or he could be wide receiver
With a
1.
healthy Tua, like he still has it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He could
Big 2025 coming in for him.
He could be. So you'd say people missing from the list, or Puka, Devontae, those are your big two.
Yeah, those are definitely my big
Maybe
two.
Brian
I might be
Thomas.
blanking on somebody. Yeah, Brian Thomas.
Yeah, not T. Not
See, I was
Waddle.
gonna say T.
Really?
I was gonna say T above Mike Evans, but it's just if he was a wide receiver 1 on a team, yes. But
Yeah.
he's just since he's fighting for targets
Yeah, it's
with
hard.
Jamar, it's like you can't get that wide receiver 1 value.
Yeah, it's hard where he is. I think for sure. No Drake London.
No.
I don't
I got to
think
see
so.
one more year out of Drake, maybe. I think T-Mac, Tedward McMillan, he'll get in there.
End of the year.
He'll get in there. With Bryce's breakout coming in, he'll
Maybe.
end up.
I hope Bryce does break out. That'd be great.
I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait.
That'd be great. All right, so we'll keep wide receiver focus, okay? But let's talk some fantasy football. And I want to,
Let's talk it.
when we talk about draft strategies and all that kind of stuff too,
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely a tier guy as opposed to going off of ADP or ECR.
Okay.
Like I think tiers are helpful. I think it's good to make your own tiers going into your own drafts. You know what I mean? Because the worst feeling in the world is when you're on the clock and you're just panicking and you just auto pick the highest guy with the highest ADP. Yeah. Like you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And so tiers kind of help you develop. You consider, because the ECR is like, that's the expert consensus ranking, right? Across the board. ADP is like reality where they're actually taken. And so you try to form your tiers based off of those gaps to where maybe someone's ECR is high, but the ADP is a little bit lower. Like that's what you want to try to find, right? So you kind of develop your tiers based on what you think to be the steals. And then also with tiers too, I think the way you want to think about them is you can have like rankings within tiers, but end of the day, it's like if your tier 1 players are these guys, they're there because you think all of them have the potential to be the 1 overall at that position, right?
Yeah.
And then the guys in the next tier are there because you wouldn't take any of them over anyone in your first tier. And that's kind of how the tier logic goes. And so that being said, just some Fantasy 101, we're going to look through, I just got the top 5 tiers from Fantasy Pros. I think they always do a good job. And again, they kind of use ECR and ADP in the way that they do this. But they got 5 tiers for receivers this year. This is full PPR rankings, okay?
Okay.
And so let's just talk through it.
Good.
What do you think about these tiers? Are they right? Are they wrong?
Right.
What should we know? So tier 1, again, it's the 3. Chase, Jefferson, Lamb, in that order. Anyone missing?
So this is all positions or just wide
This
receivers?
is just wide receivers.
No, that's good. That's valid. You think somebody's missing?
No, my thought actually is
Chase, Jefferson, Lamb?
I don't think Lamb should be tier 1.
Really? With a healthy Dak coming in?
Yeah. Only because I wouldn't take Lamb over Jefferson or Chase.
Well, I don't. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood that then. I don't think anybody would take them over Jefferson. Or excuse me, yeah, Jefferson or Chase. But he's the third.
I agree. I kind of think I feel like it's tier 1, Chase and Jefferson, and then it's just like CeeDee Lamb's in his own world, and then we get into the next tier.
Okay.
It's kind of, I just have a hard time putting him, because I don't think CeeDee could be the 1 overall this year.
Do you have his stats from last year? No, probably.
No, I don't.
Okay. I don't know where he finished last year as a wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, he was fine. He was kind of middle.
Middle? I thought maybe the year before that was he finished.
Yeah, that's
top
when he
3.
blew up. Yeah, he blew up the year
And
before.
then the year after, Dak got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't really kind of use that fairly. But with a healthy Dak coming in, and I think with the addition of George Pickens, I think that only helps him. Obviously,
Yeah.
it takes away more attention from him. I can see him finishing as a top 3 wide receiver for sure. I'm not taking him over Chase over Jefferson, but I kind of agree with your statement with like there's a tier A, tier 1, Jefferson, Chase, tier 2, not Tyreek, maybe Tyreek, CD, and then the rest of them in tier after.
Bro, I'm trying to find where he finished last year. CD.
I think he was still top 10. I'm pretty sure he was still top 10. This is a professional program here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing like the fantasy.
I'm going to find it literally in 10 seconds.
All I gotta do is go to sleep, or what am I doing?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, what am I trying to do?
I am pretty positive that CD finished as still a top 10 wide receiver. And I have the stats to prove it right here. History, 2024.
8.
Yeah, he finished 8th.
Yeah.
100 receptions, almost 1,200 yards,
There again,
6 tutters.
Yeah, a good year. I think when I was saying middle, I was just saying it's like in that
Oh, my God. The year before that, bro, he
mid
was
two. Yeah, that's
the
when he was the
number one
first overall,
receiver.
bro. He had 403 points.
1,800 yards, 130 receptions, 12
unreal.
tutters. What the
Yeah,
hell?
so I'm not trying to poop on CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, bro, he's top 3.
I'm not trying to poop on the guy. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to finish number 1 this year is all I'm
No,
saying.
I mean, there's a chance because he's done it before. So
He has
you
done it
can't,
before. You're right.
You can't count him out.
You can't discount it. All right, so we'll move on. Tier 2. Here's where things get a little more interesting. So tier 2, you got Puka, Malik Neighbors, Amon-Ra, Nico Collins, Brian Thomas, Drake London.
Puka, Amon-Ra.
Puka, Malik, Amon-Ra, Nico, Brian Thomas, Drake London.
Yeah.
No one's missing?
No, I think Puka definitely is at the top of that list.
Yeah, he is. It was in that order I said.
Yeah, Puka should definitely be at the top of that list. I can't think of anybody missing.
You know, it was a year or two ago when Amon-Ra was in tier 1.
Yeah, but it's just that offense. There's so many mouths to feed, and we learned that last year. I don't know. Let me see where Amon-Ra finished last year.
I
But
think he was in the 7 to 10 range.
yeah, it's just they have too many people with Sam Laporta, Gibbs,
I also think
Montgomery, and then the rise of what's his name, the speedster, Jameson Williams.
I think even beyond that, too, I just think Amon-Ra isn't built to be. He is such a high floor, but like low ceiling at the same time kind of guy.
I feel Oh yeah, I thought you were saying the opposite. Yeah, his floor is very high. He's gonna get you 15
I think he's
minimum.
got. Yeah,
15.
I think he's got one of the highest
Safest.
floors in the
Yeah,
game.
he's one of the
but he's
safest.
not gonna.
He's gonna have some boom weeks where he'll drop
he'll
you
have
28,
some.
30 points.
But for the most part, he's like
Yeah.
consistent.
20,
like,
18.
Yeah, like 18 to 22.
Yeah,
which
is amazing.
Which is great. Yeah, which is great. But again, he's just not gonna. He's not gonna lose you games, but he also might not win you. Do you think? AJ Brown should be in tier 2?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's not in there.
Oh, for sure. I'm taking AJ Brown over Drake London,
See, I agree with that.
Malik.
Nah, I don't know.
Fantasy wise.
No, I would take Malik over AJ Brown.
Bro, there's no way you take Malik over AJ.
Yeah, I would.
No, I would definitely throw AJ in that tier.
Because I think Malik has the potential to be a top, 3 to 5 fantasy receiver this year. I don't think AJ Brown does. It's hard to know what the Eagles are going to do, man, because they ran the ball at a historic rate last year,
They did, but
and I don't think that's going to continue going into next year.
no, I don't think it will.
I think they're going to pass more.
Obviously, they lost Kellen Moore as
Yeah.
their OC. It's going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, I do think they'll pass more and everything, but yeah.
He's definitely he's a high end wide receiver too, and that's what those dudes
No, he
are.
is. Yeah,
Low end wide
I
receiver
think he
ones,
should be
high
in
end wide
tier
receiver
2,
twos.
but I wouldn't take him over Puka or Malik or Amon-Ra or Nico or Brian Thomas.
I wouldn't.
I would take him above Drake London, though. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
It's a good tier.
what do you
Add
look
AJ Brown in there. Obviously, he's going to be in tier 3. So
Yeah, and then tier 3 is AJ Brown, Ladd, JSN, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams.
wow,
That's a good tier.
that is a really good tier. I love everybody in that tier. Some of those dudes I'd probably take above some of the dudes in tier 2.
See, I would take some of these guys over Drake. I just have a hard time believing Drake London. I don't know why. I just have a hard time believing
Because
him.
Michael Penix is going to be throwing him the ball next year, not Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I know, but I just
That's not good.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel good.
So I have a hard time trusting him. I'm not doubting his ability or anything, but like I would take Ladd over Drake London.
Yeah.
I would take Tyreek Hill over Drake London. I would take Devontae Adams over Drake London.
I would
Call
take
me crazy.
JSN over Drake London.
See, JSN, I don't know.
Bro, we
He's
saw
another one.
him.
No, again, nothing on him. Nothing on him. I'm just saying with Sam Darnold, I don't know.
But how are you respecting Malik Neighbors then if he has a worse quarterback throwing the ball?
Because Malik Neighbors balled out just because he's going to get covered in targets. Like, it's Malik Neighbors. This is his offense.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's the same with JSN, though.
Not really. They got Cooper Kupp. Kenneth Walker he's a great running back. Charbonnet is a good running back. I think they're going to be more run heavy than pass heavy.
I don't know.
The Seahawks going into next
year. We saw
year.
the Vikings last year with Sam Darnold. Their success was throwing the ball.
I know. But again, when you look at Darnold's career, this was his first good year.
Yeah.
And so I'm just...
No, I don't think he's going to have as good of a season that he had last year.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say he's going to be terrible. All I'm saying is there still is like those things about JSN do just make me nervous. That's all.
Yeah, and I mean, I have the same concerns for Malik. I just don't think any Russell Wilson, Jameis, Jackson Dart, like, yes, he can get covered in targets, but...
Bro, but he had Daniel Jones throwing the ball last year, and he was...
Daniel Jones is better than all three of those dudes.
I don't know about that.
Daniel
But regardless,
Jones is better than all three of those
regardless, he doesn't need... He's just proven to be like kind of the way Justin Jefferson is. Like, it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball.
Yeah, but he's not Justin Jefferson.
I'm not saying he is. He will be, but not yet.
He ain't.
But, okay, so that's tier 3. And I actually like Devontae a lot this year, bro.
I do, too.
Like, he's someone that, especially if he's falling this low, because you got to think bottom of tier 3, like this is like a third-round pick, you know, second, third. I would definitely jump on Devontae.
Wait, was
Adams.
Tyreek in tier 2?
Tier 3?
Okay, tier 3. Wow.
So him too.
Yeah.
But I would take Devontae over Tyreek actually, only because Devontae, bro, his time with the Jets, he still was really good.
He was.
Like he didn't have a drop at all. Like he had a really solid season last year.
No, he really did. I think they're close to me. We saw Tyreek 2 years ago be one of the best fantasy wide receivers we've ever seen.
That's true.
Or wide receivers overall that we've ever seen. And I think when he's healthy with a healthy Tua, that's just a really scary combo. And I think he still has it in him, especially according to...
But anyway, I love both of those guys being this far in the tiers. Like, to me, those are the guys that you really want to highlight.
Yeah.
And try to get. Because especially if you compare Tyreek with the Devontae with one of those top guys, I mean, that's a...
Really, really good stat.
That's a win. That's a win. All right, we're getting to tier 4. Start to kind of have a drop off here. We got Mike Evans, Scary Terry, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Rashee Rice, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Devontae Smith, Zay Flowers. So
Did
anyone?
you say Mike Evans in there?
Yeah, he was the top. Anyone here that doesn't belong?
You said Zay Flowers?
Yep, he's the bottom.
I mean, I'm not a Zay Flowers believer at all.
How come?
But in that, this is tier 5?
4.
Tier 4. I just don't like Zay Flowers. I just don't think he is good. Not that he's not good. I just, fantasy-wise, maybe I'm just haunted by him on my team. He had a decent year last year, but he's
definitely up and down. He's not a consistent guy.
His floor is really low.
He's got a low floor.
Really, really low floor, especially compared to the other dudes in that tier. Like
he's someone
Terry,
that
DJ, Mike.
He'll have games where he has like 3 or less targets.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and obviously the addition, I mean, D-Hop isn't a big addition, but I know the rise of, what's his name, Isaiah Likely. Like, he's going to be demanding a lot more targets. I'm nervous about Xavier Worthy. But
you mean
Zay. Zay. I'm not really nervous about Xavier Worthy at all.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is an interesting name.
He scares me too, man.
He's interesting because
he was going at the end of the first round last year.
Yeah, and coming into the draft, like, he was like consensus one of the best wide receiver prospects we've ever seen. Like, going into the draft. And obviously, he didn't have
a bad year.
He didn't have a bad, but he didn't have a good year.
No, he had some good games.
Yeah, he didn't have a great season. Like, a lot of, and it's just confusing because if you look at his stats in the first half of the year, he was okay. And usually with a first-round wide receiver rookie, you kind of see like, okay,
Yeah,
they
they-
kind of start off slow and they pick up towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
It was opposite for him. Like towards the latter half of the year, he was
Kinda
getting
fell
less
off.
targets.
Yeah.
He was dropping balls, and it didn't look good. So that scares me because that's usually the kind of dudes that I'm looking to draft
Yeah.
a year or two.
Well, and I think too, you look at that team, and I would argue Trey McBride is the primary target in that offense.
yeah.
And so I think that also scares you when the alpha receiver isn't actually the number one guy. Like that's
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah. But maybe, I mean, I've seen all the offseason reports and pictures. He's put on 15 pounds of muscle. Like, he is a big receiver
Really?
now. Oh, dude, he's huge. He's yoked. So, I mean, we might see.
But he was already not super fast.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's tall. He's a possession receiver. He's a really good route runner.
He's trying to be Larry Fitz, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. So, I mean, I like the Cardinals. I like Kyler Murray a lot. I want to believe in MHJ, but that rookie year scared me. And usually the receivers that I want to target after year one are like the Lad McConkeys,
Yeah.
like the Brian Thomases, where the second half of their rookie year, they were only getting better. And for Marvin, it was the opposite of that. So I'm nervous about that.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he belongs in tier 4. Well, yeah, but so if we get to tier 5, this one gets real fat.
Yeah.
There's like 15 people
Oh, hold
in
on.
this
Have you
tier.
said? Okay, keep going. Yeah, there's some names that I haven't.
And there's a lot of people in tier 5 that I would argue
Should be tier 3.
should be bumped up to tier 3. I don't know about tier 3.
Devontae Smith.
But Devontae Smith, you always love Devontae
He's a great
Smith.
wide receiver too.
And no, he is even. Where is Devontae? Oh,
what
he's
I'm
in tier 4.
Okay. I
He was in
missed
tier
it then.
4.
I missed it.
No, he is great. I think I was looking at it. In the past few years, he's been like wide receiver 15, 19, 16. Like he's
Yeah, consistent.
consistently right there.
If he's not hurt, he's consistent.
Yeah, it's like I get that. And I think he belongs in tier 4. I wouldn't take him over anyone in tier 3. But I think tier 4 is fine for Devontae. But in tier 5, you got your boy McMillan.
T-Mac, baby.
You got Waddle. You got Olave. You got Godwin. You got Jamison Williams, Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter, Calvin,
Is Jerry Jeudy there?
Jerry Jeudy, George Pickens, Jordan Addison, Rome Odunze,
Oh, gosh.
Juwan Jennings,
He's out of there.
Khalil Shakir,
I like that.
Jacoby Myers, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
And so
There's some people definitely that I would take in tier 4.
a big tier. I'm actually with you and where I actually like your boy McMillan.
I love him.
I think that he's going to be a really great red zone target. Mm-hmm. And I do think he's going to be peppered with targets. Like I do like him.
No.
So I'm not just trying to. I actually think he would be a tier 4 guy. Mm-hmm. Definitely not tier 3, but he would be tier 4. Olave, he's one of those guys, man, where it's like
Olave,
He's so scary.
Yeah, I'm avoiding Olave at all costs.
He's so scary.
I'm avoiding
Remember, he was
Olave.
in Garrett Wilson's draft class. He was in that. He was in that top 10 when it was all those wide receivers. I got
He had a
taken
really
them.
good
Drake
decent
London.
rookie season too.
Good rookie season, like really good rookie season. But then it's the mix of like his concussion scares and the quarterback play in New Orleans now.
No, I'm steering away from him. I'm taking all those dudes above him.
Now I'm fine to take Olave as like my wide receiver 3.
Yeah,
Like if I can get 2 great ones above, like, I'm fine to do that.
for sure.
But I definitely don't want him as a wide receiver 2.
A lot of dudes here I like a lot. I mean, the one that caught my eye, I like Jamison Williams a lot.
You do.
I really do, and I think he's getting more and more involved in that offense.
That's fair.
Previously, he was only viewed as like just that deep threat
Yeah.
gadget guy, but
Yeah,
last
he's doing a
year
little
he
bit
was
more.
getting targets.
Yeah, he's starting to do more underneath
and
stuff.
he was he was getting a lot of targets. What are your thoughts on Jerry Jeudy?
So, well, again, he boomed.
Rise last year.
He boomed big time.
Yeah, he did.
And so I think, again, who's going to be the quarterback in Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to play a part. But I mean, Jerry Jeudy is no
If
doubt.
it's Joe Flacco, I'm all in.
Yeah, he's no doubt the wide receiver 1 there.
Yeah, he is.
You know, and I think Cleveland is going to run like a very balanced approach this year because again their backfield will be good with is it Judkins and
But he's facing some legal troubles right now. We
he
gotta
is.
figure out
Who else do they got in Cleveland? They got another running back.
Not Nick Chubb anymore.
Yeah, I thought they got somebody else though.
I don't know.
Anyway, I think that's Judy and Njoku's offense to run with, and so I do like Judy. I think
I really
I don't think well maybe he could be tier 4 Because I would be fine having Judas Many wide receiver too.
I think Khalil Shakir.
He's he's kind of like the lesser Amon-Ra, because he has a pretty solid floor. Because again, he gets peppered with targets too.
Yes, he does.
Like he got it was common for him to have like being the 6 to 9 target range last year, which you love that.
Yeah.
And he's good hands. He's secure.
Really good. And I think a year or two in Joe Brady's offense. Obviously, last year they were really run heavy.
Yeah.
Especially in the red zone. Like they had, I think, one of the league leading team in rushing touchdowns. Like,
yeah.
So I think that changes this year. I think they go back to being more pass heavy a little bit, and I think that only benefits him.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, he's not a field stretcher. He's not a deep threat target, but he's just one of those guys that he runs those intermediate underneath routes, check down routes.
Slant king right there.
Yeah, bro. And Josh Allen's gonna hit him, and
I think so.
I would love, again, Khalil's one of those guys I would love to have him in my flex.
I'm targeting him a lot.
Yeah, like he's one of those guys I like a lot. I'm afraid of Rome. I'm afraid of George Pickens. I'm afraid of Stephon Diggs. I'll take Jacoby Myers. He's another guy. I'm fine taking him.
I like
for the
Geno.
same exact reason of Khalil. He gets lots of targets underneath.
And he's got a better quarterback this year.
Got a better quarterback this year. Their offense as a whole is going to be better.
Yeah.
Again, Brock is that guy. That's his offense with Ashton Genty. But Jacoby's still going to get, I'm sure he'll get 4 to 7 targets a game. You know, like he'll still get his where he'll be able to produce for you. But who knows? I don't know about Chris Godwin injury-wise, what he's really going to be able to do. How soon he comes back or not? Do you know?
What'd you say?
Like, when is he going to be able to play?
Who?
Chris Godwin.
I have no idea. We should know that. I think beginning of season, though. But I'm nervous with him. Obviously, coming off that big injury is scary. And
It's
he's
his
getting
second
older.
big injury.
Yeah, he's getting old, too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Was Darnell Mooney in any of those?
No.
Okay.
You think he should be?
Well, I mean, he had a really good season last year.
With the Falcons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney had a really good. I think he was top 25 receiver, if I'm not mistaken. But I just remembered there's no Kirk Cousins, and Michael Penix just scares the crap out
Now,
of me.
Penix didn't play bad when he came in.
I can't remember what he did.
He was fine. Like he had some actually. He looked decent.
I don't like Penix.
Oh, but speaking of rookie or second year quarterbacks, Cortland Sutton's a guy we didn't talk about. He's in tier 4, where I wouldn't be afraid to draft him as my wide receiver too.
Really?
Yeah, I would take a gamble on Sutton. He's still a great player, and Bo Nix is only going to get better.
Well, yeah, with that value, I wonder what his ADP is. Like, if he's getting drafted as wide receiver 3.
Yeah, I would take that. All day.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely take him over DK. For me, that's no question. I would take him over Zay. I would take him over Devontae.
I would take him over
Emmett. Yeah, I would take him over DJ Moore.
That's when it gets tricky for me.
Because there's a lot of guys that scare me.
That's when it's just tricky.
DJ Moore is
DJ Moore this season.
I know. Yeah.
I do.
I just don't know what Chicago. Yeah, it's all about Caleb Williams.
That's an interesting tier group right there.
It is. A lot that can happen.
So if you guys want to get that tier group, make sure you subscribe to our Discord.
Bro, we should make a thing. We should make some.
You'll get our draft
tiers.
guide.
Oh yeah,
for
man.
only the price of $50 a month, you can get all.
Bro, we should do that legit. Yo, but thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share
it,
comment.
We're growing, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching every week. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Let us know if you guys have any ideas you want us to kind of experiment with. Obviously, we brought in some people, some guests the last couple of weeks, and I think it was really good. So let us know if y'all have any more people you want us to bring in. Comment your favorite YouTubers. We'll reach out and get them on the pod.
Yeah.
Get them on the pod, baby.
100%.
Yeah.
Love
Love
you guys.
y'all.
Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Happy drafting.